Hello, welcome to Yoga with George Ethan. My name is George Ethan. My best friend Bentley is behind me. We're excited to have you here this morning, and I wanted to inform you of an announcement. Starting the 21st, I will be unable to teach for a little while, only for up to 2 months, and just know I'll be back. There will be more yoga in the future with Wilkes Recovery Revolution, but I wanted to let you know that I will be unable to teach for just a short while. However, there will be other exciting things in the meantime brought to you by Wilkes Recovery, and just know that I will be back teaching yoga before you know it. But with that said, for today, I have an exciting practice to share with you. It's going to invigorate the body, wake up the soul, and ensnare the senses, as Professor Snape would say. And I'm excited to share this with you. So get out your mat, wear something comfy, and we'll get started. We're going to start in a nice comfortable seat. Today we will begin with the breath. So with me, we're going to close our eyes, take a deep breath in through the nose. Long breath out through the mouth. Empty, empty, empty. In through the nose. Feel a string on the top of your head lifting ever so gently. And let it all out through the mouth. Empty, 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 empty. Alright, another breath through the nose. Lift the heart space. And exhale through the nose, lower your shoulders. Let them ground. And one more cleansing breath through the nose. Fill yourself up and let it all go. Now we're going to do an alternating breath. The way this works is you use one of your two hands, whichever you prefer. We're going to need our thumbs and our ring fingers. Now, I understand there are some people who may have some difficulty with this, so if it's going to just be any two fingers, that's fine. Or if you wanted to just use one finger, you could use one side of one finger, the other side of that same finger. But for example's sake, I'm going to take my hand, drop these two fingers, the pointer and middle, my peace finger, so to speak, and I'm going to use my thumb and ring finger. The goal of this is to cleanse the sinuses and to refresh the mind. You breathe in with one nostril as you have, for example, my right nostril closed. You breathe in through the left for a few seconds. You hold that breath, alternate over to the other finger and nostril, and breathe out. And now, after that is exhaled, you breathe in through that same open nostril, hold, change, and exhale through the other nostril. With me so far? Awesome. We're going to try this together. I'm going to start with my thumb, place on my right nostril, inhale, hold, change fingers and nostrils, exhale through the nose. Inhale, change, exhale. Inhale. Hold, change, exhale. Let go of your to-do list so far for today. Inhale. Hold, change, exhale. Let go of something that doesn't serve you. Easy, right? So we're going to practice mindfulness as we breathe. You'll feel a little lightheadedness, and that's okay. If you get tricked up, it's okay to keep trying. If you fall, we'll catch you. We're just going to switch hands this time if you haven't yet. So thumb, ring finger, Same breathing practice. Place your thumb on your left nostril. Inhale. Fill yourself up. Hold and change. Exhale, other nostril. Inhale. This may be different on each side, and that's okay. Hold and change. Exhale. A couple more times. Inhale. Switch fingers, switch nostrils, hold and exhale. Notice what comes up. Inhale. Change and exhale. Good job. One last time, and deep breath in. Hold and change and exhale. Awesome work. Now let's take a deep breath through our nose. Inhale, sweep our arms forward and up and back. Thumbs pointing back, palms facing each other. Lift up the heart. Feel your breath fill you up. And exhale, rain the fingers down. Let your arms land slightly behind you. Use that to press your heart up. Lift your head ever so slightly. Inhale. Exhale, drop the head forward and roll to the left. Inhale. Feel that stretch in the right side of the neck. And exhale, roll forward. Inhale, other side. And exhale, roll forward. We're using our breath to guide us. Inhale. Left side. Go at your own pace. Your breathing may not match mine. That's fine. Just stay where it's comfortable, but also where it feels good. So it's okay to feel the stretch, but you want to avoid any type of pain. And if you feel some sort of pain or twinge or something that doesn't feel right, please, please, please back off. A couple more times. Waking up those neck muscles. Might feel tight, especially if you work at a desk or if you might work in a situation where you have to look down a little bit. I work with photos at my day job, and in developing those photos, I have to look down quite a bit just to make sure everything is on where it needs to be. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and stand for this next section. So nice and gently, we're going to meet up in standing. We're going to start with a palm tree as we stand. It's the way we do a palm tree. We inhale, lift our arms up, interlace the fingers, and then flip them, press the palms up. Feel the shoulders relax down and back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, reach to the right side. Keep your heart open. You could do that by staying grounded in both your hips, making sure your hips are still even, but also pulling your left elbow back ever so slightly, maybe looking up to the sky or the ceiling. Inhale deep and exhale back to center. Inhale up, pull back a little bit, and the other side. Remember, keep your hips grounded. Imagine two side lights shining forward with your hip flexors. Breathe here, and exhale back to center. Breathe in one more time, reach up, and sprinkle the fingers down, down, down towards your sides. Awesome. This time we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back. So as you had your fingers rain down, have them interlace behind you like so. We're going to inhale, lift our chest once more. We're doing a lot of heart opening today to really help provide better breathing. And then exhale, press down and away from our bodies with our knuckles. Maybe bend the knees ever so slightly. And then we're going to do our neck rolls like this. So inhale, there's a string lifting the top of our heads. Exhale, relax forward. Inhale, roll your neck slowly and gently to the left. Left ear reaches towards the left shoulder reaches away from the ear. Exhale, down, forward, and to the right. Inhale, right ear reaches towards the right shoulder reaches down and away. Breathe here. Nice deep breath in, and exhale down. One more time on each side. Our head and neck are so important to us. They have so much strain that is placed on them every single day, no matter what you do. So it's so important to take time to stretch and revitalize those sensations in the head and neck muscles and even the arms. Awesome. Inhale, slowly lift your head up. We're going to burst the arms open and float them back down. Awesome. Notice how you feel. You waking up? Awesome. All right, from here we're going to inhale, lift our arms back up to the sky. We're going to interlace our hands once more, opposite thumb on top this time. So if your thumb was on top, your right thumb was on top the last time, you want your left thumb over this time, or vice versa. And press up. Inhale and exhale to the right. Notice the differences. If this doesn't feel quite right, or if you're not quite reaching this pose, that's okay. You can lighten up a little bit. Inhale, up, and the other side, exhale. Imagine one long line on the right side of your body, just stretching and reaching. Inhale, up. Exhale, burst, rain it down, and meet behind your back. Opposite thumb on top again. Inhale, lift your heart. Knuckles go down and away from the body. And drop the neck. Exhale. Roll to the left, inhale. Exhale, round forward, and inhale to the right. Remember, keep your ears and shoulders away from one another to get the most out of that stretch. Exhale, round forward, both sides, one more time. Inhale, look up. Unleash those fingers, wiggle them out. Shake your arms if you like. Shake your legs a little bit. All right, now we're going to have a seat. So we're going back to seated. We're going to start with a seated rotating cat-cow. So for those who are unfamiliar, a seated cat-cow is when you breathe in, you open the belly and heart forward, and you bring your crown back towards my back long edge of the mat. If you're looking at yourself from your left, you're making the letter C with the arch of your back. C for cow. And now a cat is bringing your navel towards your spine, your back arches, and now if you're looking at yourself from your right, you're making another C with your spine. C for cat this time. All right. But with rotation, that's where it gets funky. You rotate like you're making a little jump rope motion, nice and gently. We're not really trying to do a jump rope motion. That's a lot more fast, but you want to kind of move nice and gently. Notice the sensations. You want to keep your hips glued to the mat. And just notice while you move with the breath, you're breathing in as you go into cow pose, breathing out as you go into cat. Just noticing your sensations. What's feeling good for you, what feels different. Just notice without judgment. If this is something new, that's awesome. You're trying something new today. We should always try something. Always should strive to try something new. We got a bird here. I think it's a sparrow. If I'm wrong, then I accept that. But if you know what bird is making that sound, please let me know. Keep going. If you haven't switched rotations, go ahead. Awesome. All right, we're going to, from here, stay in cross-legged seat, lift the arms up, bring your right arm to meet the left, and do a nice gentle pull. Should feel really good in the shoulders, especially after those motions we've done. Breathe here. Make sure your fingers are nice and erect. No like droopy hand. And open the arms wide, other side. Yep, nice little pull. Breathe here. Now this practice starts off a little slow, and the reason why is because, well, we all feel a little slow when we're first getting started with our day. We all feel sometimes a little groggy before we had our morning coffee or tea, what have you. And it's okay to kind of just ease into the day. Our days ask for so much of us. So inhale, open wide, give yourself a hug. Exhale, open up those back shoulders. Inhale, nice long spine, and if you feel comfortable, exhale, fold. If you don't feel comfortable, it's okay to stay in this position and have your elbows reach downward, feeling opening in the back of your chest or the back body. And when you're ready, we're going to move our bodies and we're going to meet in child's pose to kick off our major asana flow. We're going to meet in child's pose. So, extended child's pose, knees apart, toes to touch. Walk your hips back to meet your heels. Walk your hands forward to melt your heart down, 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 nice and gently to the mat. And everyone's a different place. If you feel this is a little much, you can put a pillow under your hips. And we're starting in child's pose as our grounding, our foundation for our practice. We ground to notice, for example, the places where the ground or floor meets our body. Imagine your mats or whatever's holding you rising up to meet the places where your body's meeting it. You are supported. Breathe in, and you can say silently or aloud to yourself, I am supported. I am supported. Breathe in one more time. Say it again, aloud to yourself, what have you. I am supported. I am supported. Breathe in and out. When you're ready, we're going to lift up. When you're ready, we're going to lift up into downward dog. Hips reach up towards the sky. Give your dog a little walk. And when you're ready, we're going to step forward into the top of our mat. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale slowly and gently. We're going to lift up. Into mountain pose. Make sure your head is the last thing to rise. Notice how you feel. We're going to inhale, lift our hands forward, up and back. Pull our fingers back, our thumbs back a little bit. Slight arch. Exhale, hands to heart. Ground your shoulders. Inhale, hands forward and up. Grounding down through the tailbone. We're going to lower slowly, bending our knees, feet parallel, hips going down and back ever so slightly. Breathing here, breathing deep through the nose and out the nose. Chair pose. Breathe one more deep breath in and fold. Awesome work. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, bring your toes back. And we go into lower, exhale, and chaturanga. Upward facing dog. A chaturanga is lowering down halfway like you're doing a push-up. Your arms, we're going to bend 90 degrees. And then your hips stay and you lift your torso and crown up to face the sky. Curl your toes under, press up back into a plank, down and back into downward dog. We're going to walk our dog up, up, up to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Take a hold of each elbow. Have a slight bend at the knee and sway from side to side. Relaxing the hips and the head and the neck. Breathing. Just being. Just being. Shake your head yes, a little no. And we inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale slowly, grounding through the heels. Really feeling a connection to the ground. Vertebrae by vertebrae, we slowly lift up, waiting until the very, very end to lift our crown. And exhale, ground the shoulders. So here's where we get funky, y'all. I'm going to want you to put your feet together, like they're really together. Zip up a line through the inner center of your body. Really tighten. Now we're going to go into a warrior 3 because we are strong. We're going to go dive on in. Warrior 3, you could do it in several different ways. You could start with your hands on your heart or in prayer. You can have your hands like they're in warrior 1. And I'm going to start like this. And we're going to start with the left foot going back. And this could be your warrior 3. But if you feel confident and competent, however, and don't be discouraged, we all fall sometimes. If you want to lower forward, you want your forward side kind of tilts forward, and maybe you're looking into a pond. And maybe your back foot lifts, ground down through that right foot. Feel all the four corners of your feet touching and meeting the mat, having it rise to meet you. Back toes, if you've lifted them, rotate inward towards the center ever so slightly. Maybe you can lift that back heel up even more. Breathe here, you got this. Keep a micro bend in your right knee. You got this, and exhale, nice, slow, and controlled, back to center. That was a fun little surprise, huh? We're going to do the other side, y'all. And shake out that right leg. Usually we work ourselves up to a peak pose, but today, surprises, changes. We're waking ourselves up. We're going to do the other side. All right. Feet together, really together. Zip up a line through the legs. Keep them nice and tight. We're going to go back with our right foot this time. So left is grounding us. Really make sure you feel the four corners of the feet meeting the mat. You could slide that back toe back. This may be your warrior three, and that's okay. And I invite another variation where you have airplane arms, which is where they are to your hands are to your sides, nice and flat. You peer over as if you're looking into a well. Hello, well. Hello, all below. Keep a micro bend in that front knee. If your back foot wants to lift, that's okay. If it wants to stay, that is okay. Lift that back heel little by little if you want. Keep it rotated inward towards your center. Shoulders down and back. If you're in airplane arms, keep them nice to your side. Eventually, we reach warrior three. It can be in this posture, or this posture. Ooh, see, I've fallen. And it's okay. We're going to breathe, lift, back up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And slowly and controlled back to standing. Whew, shake off that left leg. You did great, y'all. I am proud of you. So, y'all, we did both sides. We're going to now inhale, lift our hands back up to the sky. Exhale, fold. And this time, instead of normal halfway lifts, we're going to inhale, halfway lift, place our right hand on the ground, or maybe it's on your shin, and do a little twist to the left. Lift your left hand up towards the sky. Look up if you can. Exhale, bring it back down. And then, if your hand is comfortable touching the mat or the floor, that's fine. If it wants to be on your shin or thigh, it can. If you want to rest your arm on the tops of your thigh and twist to the right, you can too. And twist to the right. Try to keep your hips even. And exhale, bring it back down. Awesome. I'm going to inhale, look up, plant the palms, bring your toes back. And we're in plank. Side planks. So from here, we're going to start with actually the left side this time. Toes are apart. You're in plank, your abdominals are ignited. And we're going to start by drawing a bow and arrow up towards the sky. Nice and gently. Inhale here. If you want, you can stay here. And also, if you want to have a little bit of easier variation, you can drop your left leg and use it as an anchor or support. If you want a little more, you can bring that back foot or your right foot behind you and bring your heart to open. Wild thing. You make my heart sing. I like to sing, I like yoga, but doing it at the same time, I'm still learning how to do. And when you're ready, we're going to go back to center and do the other side. Place your right hand in the middle. You can bring your right knee to the center of your mat to support you. Lift your left hand up towards the sky. Or you can have your Legs both on for left plank. And if it needs anything extra, you can bring your left foot back and extend your left arm to wild thing. Open your heart. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You got this. And we bring ourselves back to the middle. Good job. Put your knees back on the ground. Go into tabletop. We're going to do some thread the needle. So knees to the wide parts of your mat, toes to touch. Starting with the left hand, we're going to draw a bow and arrow reaching up towards the sky. And we thread the needle, our hands, and beneath our left arm. Or we can stay here, or if we want to lift our left arm to the top of our mat, we may. Breathe, breathe. Remember to keep your shoulders and ears separate. You guys are doing great. Breathe a couple breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to go to the other side. So we unwind, unravel, and breathe. Inhale, open wide to that right side one more time, and then place your hand back to the center. Other side. Place your right palm to the center of your mat, hips and knees and toes where they were still. Unravel, open up wide to the left, bow and arrow to the left, fingers reach up to the sky on the left side. Open up your hearts, look up. And we are going to thread the needle to the other side. Place your ear on your mat. And then reach your right hand to the top, left hand in front of you. Breathe here. When you're ready, bring your hand back to center to support you. Press up, unwind, lift your hand up, reach, 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 and then place it to the middle. Great work. Up next, we are going to put our knees back to the middle. They don't have to touch, but keep them parallel. Legs and toes parallel. I'm going to drop down to puppy posture. Give our backs a little break. No actual breaks, but give it a little relaxation, a little stretch. So, unlike normal tabletop, you want to place your elbows where your hands were, and then walk your arms forward and melt your heart down towards the mat. Eventually, your head will meet the mat. Keep your hips up towards the sky, and give your hips a little bump to each side if you like. Breathe here. And when you're ready, we're going to bring our hands back to lift us up, and we are going to meet in child's pose one more time. Going full circle from where we started, we will move to child's pose in this point of our practice to reground us. So knees apart, toes together, extend your arms forward, and melt your heart down to when your forehead touches the mat, and breathe into your back body. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to lift back up, meet in tabletop position. We're going to go good old school cat-cow pose. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round it through, navel to spine. Spine reaches up towards the sky. Press into the yoga mat. Inhale, drop the belly, crown and hips to the sky. Exhale, round it through. Bump your hips to either side. Get a little funky, a little off track. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Get a little funky. Bump your hips to every side. Look yourself left to right. Okay, maybe I am getting the singing down while I'm doing yoga. Exhale, round it through. Now use your breath to guide you. You can breathe at your own pace, move with your breath. Everyone's practice is different. Oh, hey, little ladybug. Or are you a gentleman bug? That is the question. I guess we'll never know. Okay, y'all. So from here, we're going to do some arm and leg extensions. This is really to help us create a foundation, not just our practice, but for our day. We're going back down here and ready for a conclusion of our class today, just to remind us that we are strong. You don't have to do vigorous exercise to strengthen and balance the body. It's a simple matter of setting yourself up for greatness. And in doing so, you can do so many things more than you anticipate just by trying. So the way I do this, you have both your hands right parallel, your wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Kind of claw in with your fingertips. And you want to press in with the tops of your feet and your toes pressed into the mat as well. Inhale, lift the right hand, have it parallel to your ear, like you're shaking a hand. And from here, you take your opposite leg, your left leg in this case, and extend it out. Now, this may be it. That is perfectly okay for you. That is fine. But if you want a little extra, you can lift your foot off the ground like we did in Warrior 3. Stay here, feel the back muscles getting strong, and then exhale. We're going to have our knee and our elbows do a little kiss. Mwah. And then we're going to extend back a couple more times. Claw into your fingertips and toes. Mwah. One more. Okay. Extend, breathe in, and exhale. And they kiss, mwah, and then we place our hands back down, as well as our left knee. Other side. We're going to extend to our left hand, parallel to our ear. Going to bring our right foot back and then to lift. And exhale, round it through. Knee and elbow to kiss. Think cat-cow as you do these motions. Use your breath to guide you. You inhale as you stretch and you exhale as you round it through. One more. Inhale. Reach up and out. And exhale, round through and kiss. And place it down. Awesome work. From here, we're staying in this posture. We're going to lift our left leg up. Make sure your foot is parallel to the sky or the roof or the ceiling. We're going to press up a little bit. Bump it up. Just do little pulses here. And then we're going to take our right hand. Now, I will preface actually before you do this posture, if you don't feel comfortable, it's okay. You just want, if you don't feel comfortable grabbing hold of your foot, which is what we're aiming for, that's fine. You just want to place your hand in the center, grab your hindquarters here, and just look up. It's good stretch for the wrist, and it's still a good twist. But if you feel comfortable, you can grab onto the outer side of your back foot and pull. Imagine your foot pulling away from your hand and looking up, feeling the opening in your heart space. Feeling your feet lift, or your foot, and then release nice and gently. Other side. Again, a gentle variation. After lifting your back foot, giving it a few pulses would be hindquarters, lift and look. But if you want a little extra, I'm going to hold on to that foot and press your foot into your hand, find that opposition. You got this, my friends. And place it down. And if you fall, it's okay, we'll catch you. You will get back going. We're still close to the ground, so we're doing great. All right, we're going to, from here, do one more thread and needle, and we're going to press our right hand into the mat, wide knees and toes to touch. Reach up, wiggle those fingers, open the heart, and then thread the needle. Drop your ear to the mat. Extend your right arm to the top of your mat. Breathe here. A couple deep breaths. When you're ready, we'll switch sides. Press into your mat. Lift your arms up. And then switch. Inhale, lift your right hand up. Give your fingers a little wiggle. And then thread the needle through. I'm going to extend my left hand up. Breathe. One more deep breath in. One more long breath out. And back to center. Awesome. And inhale, reach back up to the sky, and then place your hands down. We're going to go ahead and take a seat and get nice and comfortable as we conclude our practice. Ground down through the hips. Pet your poodle or dog or cat or bird or fish. Or whichever animal is closest to you, if it will let you. Breathe here. Just notice how you feel after these exciting postures. Not yet, gently. We're going to go from here and move into our reclined posture. Watch out for spiders. Both feet on the mat, laying down. Take our right leg, squeeze it into our chest, and extend that left leg. Breathe here for a couple breaths. Keep your lowered leg lifted slightly. Toes erect. Breathe here. Breathe in. Pull your knee slightly towards the center of your chest, and breathe out. Bring your knee slightly towards your armpit. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, knee to armpit. Couple more breaths. And bring your other knee back in. Give yourself a hug. And then drop that other leg, the right leg in my case. Let it hover. Left knee, inhale to center. Left knee, exhale to armpit. Left side. Inhale, knee to center. Exhale, knee to left armpit. A couple more times. Using your breath to guide you. Awesome. Place your feet back down. Going to Cross our leg, interlace through the legs. What you do is you take your right hand through the hole here, and you reach around with your left around your left leg, lift that left leg up to the sky and pull. Or you can keep your left leg bent, what have you. You can give yourself a little rock side to side. Breathe deep. When you're ready to switch, go on ahead. I think there's a spider on my foot, and it's reached the top of my foot. I'm sorry, little spider. Should feel really good in the hips. You can lift your torso back up, do a little side twist for the hips. And then we're going to lift our hips back up. Bring your right knee up like this. Wrap your left arm around. And inhale, lift your heart and twist. We want to inhale, look up slightly, and exhale down. Inhale, look up, and exhale down. Inhale, look up, over, exhale down. Other side. Release that right leg, bring your left one in, wrap your elbow around, and twist. Inhale, look up, exhale down. Inhale, look up, exhale down. Inhale, look up, and exhale down. Awesome. One more. We got one or two more postures before we go into Shavasana. And so these are just really to stretch and relax the legs, which we carry the most of our stress in our bodies. I'm going to do this one called Rock the Baby. So you take your left leg, you can use your hand or you can wrap it around with your elbow. And your knee, you can take it with your hand or elbow. Give yourself a little rock. Should feel really good in the glutes. Keep your spine nice and tall. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And when you're ready, we're going to go to the other side. Wrap your arms around, or just keep it with your hands for a gentle variation. A little bit more mobility that way. And we rock the baby. And we rock gently. We rock babies gently. And then we place it down. We're going to recline one more time before we enter Shavasana. Now, you're invited to have a little yogi freestyle, but for this video, I'm going to do a little happy baby. I'm taking my peace fingers, wrap it around my big toe, and then having my tailbone reach to the bottom short edge of the mat, bending your knees, heels facing the sky, then extending your left foot out, or rather straightening that left leg, and then bending it back. Straightening the right leg, and then bending it back. Some awesome hamstring stretches here. Taking alternative motions here. We want to keep it balanced, so make sure to work both sides. and then rest them downward. I'm going to have myself in a reclined butterfly or dragonfly, whichever, pose here. Keep my hands at my hips. Breathing here, feeling myself relax into the mat. Just simply breathing and being in the moment. Letting go of what doesn't serve us. If we feel something come up that keeps us from being present, acknowledge that internally and let it go. For it does not serve in this practice, or it does not serve you in this present moment. Ask yourself, is this helping me with what I'm wanting right now? Is this helping me achieve my current goal or my current passion? My current wish to simply be, or a state of mind? Acknowledge and let go. Just breathe. Incite curiosity in your day. And when you're nice and relaxed, you can let your legs spill out nice and slow. You can let your arms open up to your sides, palms facing the sky or the roof, shoulders slightly together, but all the more relaxed. Make sure you're prepared for stillness as we reach Shavasana, our final pose for this practice. I'm going to I'm going to recite a meditation body scan. A body scan is where I read through the parts of your body just so you can acknowledge they are there, and that be simply it. It's a mindfulness practice without judgment, to be aware of your body and the sensations they feel, to just feel that you understand yourself a little more, where you are in this current moment. And it's so important to lovingly consider every part of your body without judgment, because you're the only body you have. We take this time to nurture ourselves, and this is just opportunity to appreciate every part that has gone into your practice this morning or afternoon or evening or night. We close our eyes and we breathe normally. Relax. We think of our toes and our heels and our soles. And the tops of the feet. And we lovingly bring our awareness to our ankles, shins, our calves, our kneecaps, the back of the knee, and the thighs. Imagining our legs as their own entity at full. Just acknowledging, no judgment. Appreciating them for carrying us this far. And bringing our minds, our awareness to our hips, our groin, our glutes, our tailbone, rising up to our navel, low back, our tummies, acknowledging our ribs, the organs inside us, our hearts, our chest, our shoulders, the mid-spine, the shoulder blades. Bringing your awareness down your arms, biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms and wrists, our palms and each and every finger, fingernail, thumb, knuckles. Bringing your awareness to your torso and low body as a whole being. Simply being present in awareness. Now we bring our awareness to our necks, tops, moving up to the base of our skulls, our chins, jawline, cheeks and lips, tongue. If your tongue is touching the roof of your mouth, can it relax down and away from it? Cheekbones, our ears, our eyes, our brows, eyelids, nose, our brow line, our forehead, going to the awareness which is the top of our heads, our crown, our brains. Now scan your body from top to bottom, from your head down to your shoulders, shoulders down to your fingers, fingers back to your shoulders and down to the waist, then all the way down to your toes. Your body is one complete being, be whatever shape, size, condition it is, and you took time for yourself in this practice. And in loving thoughts, acknowledge that you've made it this far and you will continue to make it far. And you notice the places where your body meets the mat. And just recognize where you are. And simply be for a few moments, however long you like, in Shavasana with me. You are supported in this pose, and you are allowed to be here as long as you like. I'll have this video keep going for a few more minutes, but if you'd like to pause and stay in Shavasana, you may, or join along with me. This is your practice. I'll let the music play, and simply be here with me for a few more moments. Letting your breath continue nice and deep and long as you need. When you're ready, we're going to slowly rise up. I think I have a baby dragonfly on my shirt. It's like really, really tiny, but I think it's a dragonfly. But anyway, we'll meet in cross-legged seat. And I truly thank you for joining me on this practice today. Bentley does too. The light in us honors, sees, values, appreciates, and loves so much unconditionally the light in you. We conclude our practice with our hands in prayer, and we say silently and aloud together, Namaste. Thank you again for joining me, my friends. It's an absolute honor to serve in this practice and sharing it with you. Please message me if you have any questions, and just know that you are loved and valued, and it all starts from within. Thank you again. Have a beautiful day.